What are you looking forward to when you turn 18?
And you gotta reset the mic up.
Moriah, take one. Mark.
Moriah, what are you doing?
I'm taking a picture of my feet.
You're taking a picture of what?
My feet, apparently. I don't like sitting still. So now my feet are in a sandbag so I don't move around too much.
So who are you? What's your name? How old are you?
Okay, my name is Moriah Jasper Plath. I'm 17 going on 18. You can call me Blackheart.
Why?
My sisters gave me the nickname. Somebody told Lydia, like, you're so good, you have like a white heart. And Lydia was like, yeah, and she's got a black heart, so that's kind of where it started. First I was kind of offended. I was like, oh, ouch. Like, you think I have a black heart? Like, what is that supposed to mean? But I was like, you know what, I like that. Because I definitely have a reputation for being rebellious, adventurous, wild, crazy.
I like just not knowing what's gonna happen next.
So that was part of it. And then black is my absolute favorite color. I wear it all the time.
So tell me, what was it like growing up on a big farm with a bunch of siblings?
When I was little, growing up with my siblings, made a bunch of fun memories. We'd play tag on the swing sets, and like my brothers throwing rotten potatoes at each other. They would sometimes hit me too, because I'd somehow get involved in all the stuff they were doing.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Everyone come and sit down. Be serious. Now, I'm the commander this time.
Growing up in a big family, there was so many, like, it was hard to do something for yourself. 6 girls in, like, not that much space, and 1 half bath, and sharing, like, 1 mirror every morning.
One thing that growing up on the farm did to me was I really, really learned to appreciate nature. I would get out of the house and I would just try to relax and, like, get things off my mind in the woods. It's just nice to be able to breathe.
Talk to me about your determination and your goals.
I have so many goals. Well, I don't think there is such a thing as too many. Fashion, definitely a passion. I do want to start my own clothing line somehow. When I was little, I basically wore Amish style. I don't really know what you call it, just very, very conservative. And now my grandfather would describe my style basically as somebody ran out of fabric. I'm very sorry. So like I've wanted to wear things like this since I was a little girl, and now I finally can. When I walk into a store, it's like an adrenaline rush. I just want to go shop.
That would look really good on you.
Oh, I like that.
I like that one. That's cute.
I love these jeans, I need them. I love music.
Moriah, do you have any of your songs with you?
I do have a few.
Throughout my whole life, music has been a form of release for me and a way for me to express myself when I felt like I couldn't. When I was probably 5 years old, 6 years old, I wrote a song about a mom being drunk and leaving her baby in the top of a tree. And I don't even know how I knew what the word drunk meant, but I guess I did. I don't even think we had such a thing as a radio. I don't know how, but...
When I first met you, I thought I wouldn't like you. When I first met you. Growing up, we weren't allowed to listen to secular music.
Most of my song lyrics, like, some of them are happy, but I would say 60 to 70% of them are a little bit more about the struggles. That's mainly just because writing is my way of coping. If nobody will listen and value how you feel, I would say write it down and learn to value it yourself.
I got this funny feeling inside my chest. Somebody give me a doctor. I think I need it checked.
That's good. That's what I wrote last night.
I want to continue to write and record and release music and live my dream.
In terms of goals, how do you feel about marriage, and how is it different to how you've been raised?
When it comes to marriage, I think that it's extremely important to find the right one. And if that takes a little bit of time, take your time. I tried so hard to be like my sister, who was looked on as like the perfect child, being a good future housewife.
Hey, Lydia. Are you glad we were homeschooled?
I am.
But I've always been really different than the rest of my family.
It's good to be content where you're at, I guess.
The piece of heaven that my parents created was not what I wanted. It wasn't heaven for me at all. I'm starving for independence. I'm starving for freedom. I would look out the upstairs window and I would see the tree line, and as far as I could see past there, and I would just think, like, what more is out there? I know that so much more is out there.
Wow, I'm getting on my first plane.
I don't want to just like become too comfortable and just settle down in one place in my life. Like, I want to always, maybe eventually have like, well, definitely someday have a house that I can call home, but still at the same time not be too comfortable that I just stay there. Like, I always want to go and explore and just like keep that wild side alive.
I don't see how it's gonna be possible for me to just live a normal life again. Like, go back to what I was, like, just being content in just a small town.
I feel like I'm my own home because the home that I've had just never like was comfortable for me.
Moriah, try your salmon and get some of your fried onions and rice all together.
The last 6 months have brought on a ton of change for me. I got my first job and then ended up getting 2 jobs and working them all at one time.
We have a pretty flexible class today. I'm proud of y'all.
I'm gaining my independence and working as hard as I can to get to where I want to go in life, which is everywhere. So I have a lot of work to do.
Give yourselves a hand.
So, Olivia's been blamed for, leading you astray and stuff. Would you say that's true?
I have to say I felt extremely bad for my sister-in-law getting the heat for how I behave.
Who do you think in your family would appreciate this the most?
Me.
You. I didn't care.
It's totally wrong of my parents to blame Olivia for things that I would have done whether she was there or not. I was gonna get here either way.
I'm leaving for Minnesota. For how long? I don't know.
I really feel like I need to put physical distance between me and my parents.
Moriah, in college, you can't be late for class.
It's frustrating having your parents like, you won't be able to make it out there, And so then kind of showing them that actually I can, I'm going to do it. There's a whole new way of living for me to learn, and I'll never finish. Like, every day I realize how much more there is to learn, but that's part of the fun of it for me. It's like, it's adventure. If you knew it all, there'd be no adventure.